Your cat looks at you, blinks slowly, and no, they don't see a human. Not a provider, not a primate, not even close. What they see is something stranger and much more personal. Studies have proven that your cat has a complex understanding of the solar system and legit believes you are from Mars. Nah, I'm just kidding, but they don't think you're human. Your cat thinks you are, brace for it, a giant, clumsy, mostly hairless cat. Yes, really, and not just any cat. In many cases, you are their mother. Isn't it just equal parts cute and strange? They see you as their big, weird, emotionally available mother who never quite learned how to meow properly but gets points for effort. But why do they see you as this? To get to the bottom of that, we need to unpack what your cat sees when they look at you, what they smell when they sniff you, what they hear when they listen to you, and try to sit directly on your laptop. Because understanding how your cat comprehends you is not just fascinating, though it is. It is also the key to understanding the very strange and extremely fluffy bond you share. Your cat recognizes you by smell, not face. When you walk through the door, your cat is not identifying you by your dazzling features or striking cheekbones or that awful haircut, but don't worry, it will grow out. Cats are actually not that visual in how they process the world. Instead, the main thing they know you by is your smell. Your general musk. It's a complex perfume of laundry detergent, the ghost of tuna sandwiches past, and your own unique skin scent. Your stench is like a signature. Only you have it, and your cat can identify it with ease, even in a crowd. That's what tells your cat, yes, the food beast returns. If you ever doubted this, just try switching shampoo. Watch your cat give you the once-over like you just got back from a trip to the moon, because in their world, scent is identity. Your cat could recognize you in a crowd of strangers blindfolded, as long as your socks were slightly used. In that example, your cat will still know it's you, because there's little you can do to remove the unique smell of your skin. But they might double-take for a moment and need a millisecond to process that it definitely is you. This reliance on scent helps cats navigate their world with precision. They rub their faces on you and your belongings to exchange pheromones, leaving behind chemical messages that reinforce your role in their social circle. It's how they create a familiar and emotionally safe environment. When your cat curls around your legs or sniffs your shoes like they hold the secrets of the universe, they are collecting crucial data about you. You are their walking, talking, tuna-dispensing memory bank. The more you smell like you, the more comfortable they feel. This is also why they rub their faces on you. They're not wiping off affection. They're marking you as part of their social circle, their very own weirdo. Though I won't go too much into bunting, as we've covered that a fair bit on the channel. Here's a hint. Watch other videos. Hint, hint. But it's not just the smell they recognize you by, but also your voice is more important than your face. Your voice. Your cat knows your voice better than your face. That means when you come home and say their name in that strange pitch you always use, they know it's you. That voice is their version of a familiar lullaby, especially if it's usually followed by treats or the sound of a can opening, or possibly just a good old-fashioned scritch behind the ears. Cats have been shown in studies to respond more strongly to their owner's voice than a stranger's. They just might not come when you call them because they're busy being an independent being with excellent boundaries and a firm nap schedule. But they do know your voice. So if they don't respond to it, that's because they've made an active choice not to cheeky scamps. What's fascinating is that cats have actually adapted their vocalizations specifically for humans. Unlike dogs, cats developed a repertoire of meows, trills, and chirps aimed almost entirely at manipulating their bipedal companions. They meow for attention, to express frustration, or to simply say, "Come hither, snack slave." So next time you think your cat is ignoring you, remember, they heard you. They just decided to blink very slowly instead. That's their version of hi, and if they chirp or purr in return, congratulations. You're speaking the language of cat love. They show affection the way they show other cats. When your cat needs you with their paws, licks your fingers, or headbutts your legs, they're not acting like a pet. They're acting like a cat. More specifically, like a cat who loves you. These behaviors are rooted in kittenhood. Kneading is what kittens do to stimulate milk from their mothers. Headbutting transfers scent between bonded cats. Licking is part of grooming. You're being folded into their world, their routine, their version of intimacy. It's not human behavior. It is cat behavior directed at you. Think of it as them sharing their culture with you, and that's a bigger deal than it might seem. Each of these gestures carries layers of feminine meaning. A headbutt, also known as a bunting, is an invitation into their inner circle. Licking you can be both grooming and bonding. Think of it as being akin to saying, "You're one of us." A little gross, but we'll fix that. Even when they gently nibble you, it's a form of social play. They're not attacking you. They're practicing trust. And yes, it's all very adorable and just a little confusing. Though they also might just be trying to eat you. I don't know your cat personally. Maybe they're a monster. So when they groom your arm with their tiny sandpaper tongue, they're not trying to exfoliate you. They're saying, "You're mine and also a bit dirty." You are not the alpha. You are not the boss. You are family. Cats do not operate on dominance hierarchies the way some other animals do. Here's looking at you, dogs, baboons, and chickens. They're not looking at you and thinking, "Ah, yes, the leader of the pack." Instead, they see relationships in terms of safety, trust, and affection. It's more about what they get from you rather than, "They're the boss, so I must respect them," regardless, if you get what I mean. So if your cat chooses to curl up beside you, expose their belly, or bring you a toy they murdered earlier, they're not submitting. They're trusting. That is a very different thing. Your cat is saying, "I feel safe with you. I want to share my space, my nap at possibly the squeaky mouse corpse with you." Rather than vying for power, cats coexist based on territory, routine, and mutual respect. They don't need to dominate to love you. If anything, they simply want to coexist with someone who provides warmth, consistency, and just enough mystery to keep things interesting. If they were a country, they'd be part of the European Union. They form allegiances with other countries, such as you, but no country is the boss of the other. Cats do not follow orders. They follow feelings, which means if they follow you from room to room, they're doing it because they want to, and that want is worth a lot more than obedience. Before we move on, I wasn't joking when I said baboons and chickens. I did my research, and apparently chickens have a whole concept of hierarchy structure. When you eat a bucket of KFC, there might be a manager, a line manager, and an intern in there. Did you know that? I sure didn't. Let me know in the comments if you knew that. You are probably their mother figure, emotionally speaking. So at the start of this video, I mentioned how your cat sees you as a big cat, specifically their mother. But there are aspects of that which might sting a little. But if your cat follows you around the house, cries in your absence, demands cuddles, and shows you their butt with unflinching sincerity, congratulations. You are mom now, but with all the intensity that comes with it. This is not about infantilizing your cat. It is about understanding that the primary bond cats form in life is with their mother. When they feel that kind of attachment to a human, they act out that bond. So, sadly, this means cats who form secure attachments to their humans display signs of separation anxiety when left alone and seek physical closeness as reassurance. They vocalize when they miss you and cuddle when they need comfort. You are their safety blanket in a world of scary things like vacuum cleaners and doorbells. That is why they meow at you. Adult cats rarely meow at each other. It's mostly reserved for humans. You are the center of their emotional world, and also their vending machine. They know it, you know it. Let's not pretend otherwise. They sleep on you because you are home. In the wild, cats choose to sleep near those they trust because sleep is vulnerable. And no matter how hard you try to turn your cat into the perfect little domesticated indoor fellow, they will always have that spark of the wild within them. So when your cat climbs on top of your chest and purrs like a tiny lawnmower, they're not just getting cozy, they're making a choice. They're saying, "This is my person. This is my warm, safe hill of love. I shall nap here, and also possibly drool." Sleep is a sacred activity for cats who can spend up to 16 hours a day in various states of slumber. Choosing you as their mattress means you are the safest, most stable thing in their world. Your warmth, heartbeat, and smell become the lullaby they trust most. It's not just comfort. Think of it as being more like communion. A cat sleeping on you is a cat saying, "We're bonded. You're mine, and I'm yours. Now don't move or I shall unleash the claws of betrayal." This will sound a bit bonkers, but it's not that they see you as their bed. It's more than they see you as their fortress. And to a cat, that means everything. Your cat doesn't see you as human. They see you as theirs. But would they actually choose you if they had the option? This next video reveals the answer.